Okay, package 3, what is this? Well, it's a combination of coaching and our BA services. So I explained in package 2, it's a full BA service on its own, okay? But this one is for the people out there that just want to learn and absorb information, right? Which has been my bread and butter for the last probably 10, 15 years in real estate, is to actually teach people how to do that, right? I was a bit slow to the party in respect to thinking that not everyone wants to do it themselves, but essentially package 3 has all of that in one, okay? Teach a person to fish and also get us to fish for them on their first occasion, because often we can learn all this information, but we're still maybe a little bit hesitant to go and do it ourselves, right? So this gives you a combination where we can actually teach you all the fundamentals to do with real estate, to designing strategy, to understanding the buying process, and all the key fundamentals of real estate around this beautiful country of ours. But also then we take that and go and find that property for you. So you get to see how we do it, how we've done it for the last 10 odd years, and then you can learn to be able to then apply all your learnings and go and do the next one yourself. The beautiful thing about education, my friends, is you get to pass it on. You pass it on to your friends and family, the next generation, etc. That once you get that knowledge, you can't take that away from you, right? You've got it there up your sleeve forever, whether that be for your own purchasing or friends and family that you might help yourselves, okay? So what we do is we coach you, right? So there's one-on-one sessions with myself over a 6-month period, right? So we'll have one-on-one sessions with all of our tools and resources available to you. We'll have action steps after each of those sessions to then work towards to then book our next session, okay? So there's a pretty intense 6-month period, so you do need time up your sleeve to dedicate to that, and obviously the brain space, and I'll talk about what's required from you in a moment, right? But along the way, we're also designing that strategy that essentially is going to be the strategy for your first purchase, right? So it's a coaching and BA service. The intent is absolutely to go and purchase a property in that desired time frame, that 6-month time frame, right? But the beauty of it is the coaching piece as well, okay? The coaching is right through that 6-month process, but we are absolutely doing everything in our powers to get you that property in that period. So the research, the designing the strategy, the short list of properties like we've had in package 2, and then seeing that through to the purchase, right? We're keeping you accountable along the way. We know in life things get in the way and we have our highs and lows and everything else, but we keep you on track, right? So if you're veering off to the sidelines, we keep you back on track so that we're seeing you through to that eventual purchase with us, okay? So what do you need? Well, you need to have the ability to absorb information. You need to have a clear thinking mind. You need to have a positive mindset and potentially thinking outside of the square, i.e. I might be buying an investment interstate, or I might be not buying my investment next door to where I live. You might have a different finance structure that you thought you might have had, because we get taught these different things from maybe previous generations, rightly or wrongly, but the landscape often changes, right? So we get to challenge those theories along the way. So again, you can critically look at your situation and say, why are we doing this, right? The research, you get to go away and have essentially some homework, right? You go and find different places, different locations around the country and research them and come back to us, and we spitball the ideas around why or why not you would invest in that particular area, whether that be the type of property, whether it be the location, what sort of yield has it got, what are the vacancy rates like, what's the unemployment like, what's the owner-occupier owned outright percentage, what's the investor percentage there in that location, what's the infrastructure like, what's the economy like, all these really important things that we need when we're researching real estate. You get to learn as a hands-on exercise through our coaching period. You then get to go and find your own property. Now, it's fictitious. You won't be actually buying that particular property because, of course, as I said, we're doing that for you as a part of this whole package. But you can start to deal with agents and get to have these key conversations. So when you are on your own, you're not thrown to the wolves. You've had this experience with us and being taught the tools and processes that are key, right? The purchase bit in conjunction with us, you'll be then obviously signing on the dotted line, dealing with the conveyancer, dealing with your mortgage broker for finance, just like you normally would, as I said, with that package too, okay? What we've also got as a coaching tool is our online portal. The online portal is for you to look at videos, download templates, look at all of our tools and resources, our online academy, our property analyzer calculator. There's hundreds and hundreds of different tools and resources there that you've got access to, your exclusive login, and you can come and go in and out of that as much as you need, right? So there's a one-on-one coaching with myself, but there's also that online component that you can access as much as you need. Okay, so what do you need? Well, why are we doing it? We want you to learn, and you're in a position where you actually want to learn. Okay, the information can be there, you've got to be listening, right? You've got to be tuned in, so you've got to have a motivation to want to do that. You may have come to us because you've potentially got a lack of confidence and a lack of knowledge, okay? If we had all the knowledge in the world and all the confidence in the world and we've bought 5, 6, 7 properties and they've all been a success, then you don't need the coaching, okay? You might not even need the BA service. You just simply go and do this stuff on your own. So this is foundational building blocks to be able to take you to the stage where you can do it all yourself if you choose to. Right? And the key part with our coaching is that you've got time. So you need to have time to dedicate. Now, it's not like a university degree. It's going to come and go in 6 months. You might spend an hour a week or 2 hours a week on it, depending on how enthusiastic you get about the whole process. But essentially, you've got to have some time dedicated to it. Not only physical time in the day, but also brain space, the energy to be able to apply to it. You've got to have an interest in real estate to begin with, I believe. Okay, so rounding it out, you want to learn, you've coming with a lack of confidence or knowledge or both, and you've got the time to commit to it. But essentially, we're combining teaching you to fish and going to fish for you as a bundled package there for you to take action if you so desire. Click the link below. You've got the information there to reach out and chat to one of us if you need more information.